What is going on, guys? Megaborder30 here, and today we're playing some NHL 16 playoff mode. So you may be thinking, why is Toronto in the playoffs? So we're gonna do a 2013 second round sim where we have the Toronto Maple Leafs moving on because in this what if. For those of you that don't know, in the 2013 playoffs, in Game 7 of the first round, Toronto held a 5-2 lead going into the third period against the Boston Bruins. Boston eventually forced overtime and won it, with Patrice Bergeron scoring the game-winning goal and sending the Boston Bruins all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, but to lose to the Chicago Blackhawks. And at that time, Detroit was still in the West, so that's why I have them in the Western Conference against the Blackhawks. So we're going to do the second round and having Toronto moving on to verse the Rangers, who beat the Capitals. So just to say, the Penguins beat the Islanders, the Senators beat the Canadiens, Chicago beat Minnesota, Detroit beat, I think Anaheim, and San Jose beat Vancouver, and LA beat St. Louis in the first round series. So, what we're going to do is we are going to start the playoffs, and we're just going to sim the playoffs and see if the Blackhawks would still win the Cup, having Toronto move on. So we're just going to... So, Detroit has a 1-0 lead against Chicago. So after all game ones, Detroit holds a 1-0 lead. LA holds a 1-0. Okay, that was weird. LA holds a 1-0 lead. Pittsburgh holds a 1-0 lead, and Toronto is up 1-0 against New York. So let's do the game twos. Okay, so Toronto holds a 2-0 lead, and all the other series are tied at 1 game apiece. So, after all game twos. And after game 3, Detroit holds a 2-1 lead, San Jose holds a 2-1 lead, Pittsburgh holds a 2-1 lead, and Toronto, after winning Game 7, hold a 3-0 lead over New York. Could they go to the conference finals in Game 4? And... oh! New York staying alive. Could they win it in Game 5? Oh! New York forcing a Game 6. And San Jose moves on, Pittsburgh moves on. And Toronto beats New York to head to the Eastern Conference Finals to verse Pittsburgh. And the winner of this one will go on to verse San Jose. And it is San Jose and Detroit and Toronto and Pittsburgh in the conference finals. So Detroit's up 1-0, Pittsburgh's up 1-0. Detroit up 2-0. No. I don't want to play. Detroit's up 2-0. Pittsburgh's up 2-0. So both series, Detroit up 3-0 and Pittsburgh up 3-0. Detroit sweeps. And alright, Pittsburgh sweeps and Detroit sweeps. So now Pittsburgh, Detroit, a rematch of the 2008 and 2009 Cup Finals. A little bit of history going on. Pittsburgh goes up 1-0. Now they go up 2-0. Heading into Game 3, Detroit wins Game 3. Tied series. We will have a Game 6. Detroit up 3-2. They could win it. And we will have a Game 7. Let's see. And your Detroit Red Wings are the Stanley Cup champions. So Toronto did make it to the conference finals, but they got swept by the Penguins. But then the Penguins lost in Game 7 to the Red Wings, making the Penguins 1-2 in 1-2 in Stanley Cup Finals against the Red Wings. From 2008 they lost, and in 13 they lose to the Red Wings. But the cup still goes to the East, so it still stays in the East, but it goes to Detroit. Chicago loses in the second round, doesn't win the cup, and that'll do it for this What If. I will be coming up with more ideas, and I will see you all in my next video.